Hi, welcome back. Aurum here. Today we're gonna continue our playthrough in Wuthering Waves, version 3.1 for those who walk in snow. That's the title. It's not really a subtitle, right? It's a patch title, but it's not a subtitle because I believe the title for this version still the same. Not this version, this region, I guess. It's we who's actually let's go in for to check that I don't remember. Either way, so it's been 9 days since the last video, since the update basically. I'm done with my backlog. Well, not done. This is the next in the backlog basically. So a few days ago, I think yesterday, maybe the day before yesterday, they actually drip market a new character, which is Sigrika, the one we heard a few times in Act 2. But I'm not gonna check the drip market yet because just in case we have a second one. But it's been 2 days actually, I guess. So if I didn't see the drip market today, which means in the next video I'm gonna talk about the drip market in the beginning. And that's it. There are a few things I'm gonna talk about before we begin the main quest. One thing is update animation. I didn't talk about update animation. I forgot to do that during part 1. There's something I want to talk about that specifically because it's affecting my favorite character, my current favorite character. You're gonna see in game. I think that's it. The only thing I want to check before begin. Maybe let's do a recap first. What happened in Act 2? We save. Not save actually. Technically, the reactor drive still went down anyway. We just replaced reactor drive with, no, if you think about it, we did replace the reactor drive with Helios, but after, if you think about it, if whether the reactor drive gonna go down or not, the Helios still in the sky anyway. My point is, so I thought the original plan was that the reactor drive will be put down by the Institute first, and then they're gonna replace with the Helios. So what the reason of our action that last time, I mean with Morny and us, what we doing with the I forgot actually coordinate thing. Yeah, what the thing that Morny do in the reactor drive, the purpose of that I forgot. Is it just to make sure the coordinate of the Helios exactly the same as the reactor drive before the reactor drive fail basically? But then again, I don't think you need that data from the reactor drive. You can just check in the sky using coordinate and then just put the Helios there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the place where the reactor drive in before the roof of Frostland, I mean the Lahai-Roi, is specific and requires some, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I will check that scene again, the reason why we do everything there in Act 2 in next episode, because I forgot to do that. Let's write a note, check the reason of why we need, or maybe the reason why we go to reactor drive with Morny, just to make sure that the reactor drive didn't fail in important area. Maybe that's probably the better reason. Check the reason when to reactor drive. Yes, done. We found out the reactor drive actually. I mean, I did accidentally when I'm gonna explore the map there. It was, I mean, it's obvious if you think about it. The one we fight the reactor husk is actually where the reactor drive went, even though it was not there before. So I guess when I did fight the reactor husk before Act 2, so I know the difference between, but I don't think. I mean, I know like for the story didn't take place there. I don't know. So I wonder if we're gonna start from there. Our the academy, the institute, not academy, gonna uh, recover the reactor drive or not? Because I thought the point of the reactor replacing the reactor drive with Helios was beside one, the energy of the reactor was almost done, but also they want to put the reactor drive again inside Exos Rider or something, which we know now it's in the Roya Frozolan, is above Lahai-Roi. That's why when I asked there in Luna, I mean in 3.1, why I'm saying Luna, in 3.1, I didn't see the Exos Rider in the horizon because it was above. Yes, above. One thing for sure too, but on the live stream, we probably gonna explore more about the surface. Not just the surface. The surface probably just a location where we're gonna focus on because of what her name? Ameat, the main focus for Act 3, I think. Hopefully, at least we've seen a scene where the other character is there. I don't think. I mean, Morne should be at least there, right? Morne is in. I don't know about um, Lina. Lina is a student, so I don't think she that important in terms of overall arcing story. I think. Not to mention Chisa disappear. I don't know what happened with Chisa, but Morne at least. We're gonna talk with her a few times in this Act 3, hopefully. Maybe before we went to Royal Frostland. Who knows? But for sure we're gonna accompany by Luke, since Ameat is invisible to Luke. So beside Ameat, obviously Luke. I said again, yeah, what I'm saying. And yes, I did, by this point I don't think the Luke episode is released yet, which I believe will be on his banner in a few days. So yeah, that's it. I don't think I remember anything important in the recap. I want to know more also about what happened with the Shepherd. Is the Shepherd now just permanently there alone? Can we visit the Shepherd? Actually, yeah, I haven't explored that. Solicilum something, the name. After we finish Act 2, I haven't explored much. I only did the usual weekly, bi-weekly and stuff. I don't do event yet because I don't think there's any event that started. Well, except the racing one, which I haven't done as well. So yeah, let's go in. By the way, I update the thing, as you can see. Well, maybe not. What? Let's go in first. I thought I update. But before I wanna check. Yes, as you can see there, I have Bluetooth. It's connected to. I'm using a controller, by the way. So the screen is not filled with especially bottom screen. So hopefully it's work. So far, oh, it's work. Yes, confirm. So yeah, as you can see, the screen is more wide now. I don't usually do story with. I mean, you know, I mean, before I start recording Wuthering Wave, I haven't tried to do story using a controller because back then I don't have a Bluetooth controller. Maybe I just want connected to the phone. But this time I do. So I don't know the shortcut for most things. I only do that. I only use controller basically for combat, like weekly, which not to mention for Wuthering Wave controller. Even though I control using controller, I still able to control using screen. So both active at the same time, which is interesting choice. So the reason why I did controller in the first place was so that I didn't miss click on screen, so I can point something like this. Look at over here. See, but since the touch screen still work, it's still affecting the touch screen in a way. But I mean, I guess sure my plan was fail but then I still using this from now on. There's still a delay because it's Bluetooth. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, it's a bit of delay when I using, especially this camera movement. And I mean everything, I guess. Let's check. Not so much. I guess maybe dodging will be a little bit harder with controller, or maybe easier depending on who you see it. The one that I use usually connected directly to the phone, so it's actually much faster in response time. Anyway, my point is, moving forward, I'm gonna use controller for most of the game I played, I guess, if they support it. So what am I saying again? Yes, I'm gonna check something. This is my first character. As you can see, I said they update animation. So if we do walking animation here, I don't know how to zoom in using control, so I do manual zoom using my screen. It's still possible. Maybe not. Why is it so slow? Anyway, I don't think I can. No, let's see. Here's the thing. The walking animation did update. I believe so, maybe. I actually never paid attention to the animation, but the shoulder, I guess they update the movement of the shoulder is more fluid, I think. I cannot really see it. I cannot zoom in, so I don't know. But what I don't like, yes, I hope I will put this in a survey next time. So here's the thing. So let's see, Cartethyia, for example. Maybe I should check under character with Cartethyia, maybe Jinxie as well. You probably understand why I say those character. So if you look from the side, for example, like this. Now let's walk. Now pay attention to something. Her boob, basically. Itu what I'm saying. I walk here. Look at this. Did you see that? I will use my. Let's move to. Let's replace. See, I will use my. Let's change the control first. It's hard to zoom in using. How do we? Let's update. Let's go to setting. Control. Can we update? Oh, this one. Exit control mode. Okay. I cannot zoom in faster using. So look at this. Let me walk for a second here. Oh, can you see that? Maybe it's. Let's move to better location, a flatter one. If you know what I mean. Over here, it's good enough. So let's zoom in and let's see her walking. Walking, especially. I never paid attention to this, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Maybe it's still the same, but I don't know. But it's because of the animation update. I checked the animation before. I never paid attention. So I don't know if this changed or not. But if you look at her chest area, why it zoom out every time I move? Look at, yes, that's weird, right? I don't know. This is really weird tangent, but this is important because I pay attention. Now I cannot took my eyes off this change. Maybe it doesn't change. I don't know. But if you look at Cartethyia movement, basically the jiggle physics is a bit too much, considering her chest size. Like, come on. Now let's move. Why am I doing this? Let's check different character. Jinxie will be a good example for this one. Because let's see Jinxie. Why the camera? Oh, Jinxie actually much better. Why Cartethyia? Who put the multiplayer for Cartethyia? So my guess is, I believe the jiggle physics multiplayer for some character is not in the right value because that is weird. Look at that. How? I guess Oh, I think I know why. I think Cartethyia Jiggle Physics multiplier is they combine the multiplier for Cartethyia character and Fruidulis, which means both Cartethyia and Fruidulis has the same variable of something, everything maybe. That's why her Jiggle Physics is very much triple or something. I don't know. It keeps jumping out, so I cannot really. It's easier on the PC, but I mean you can see that. That's really wild. Let's check one more character. Hopefully, the one that doesn't have dual mode. Which one should we check? I guess Dungeon will be a better example. I don't know who else. Dungeon should. Yep, Dungeon. Let's see. Well, she actually similar to Jinxie model, but let's see how. Nothing. I don't see anything. What the? Oh, nothing. Why did Cartethyia? Maybe I should get Camellia. Camellia also similar. No, Camellia actually not similar to Cartethyia. It's similar to Jinxie as well in terms of high. I guess Cartethyia high are unique. Who has the same similar high as Cartethyia? I don't know. I will still put the survey by the way, because I don't know. I didn't really focus on this before, but because of the update, I check her walking animation and then what's wrong with the side view here? It's weird. It's a jelly. I think yeah, they're using multiplier for Fridalis in Cartethyia as well. That's probably the problem. Look at that. Even moving, it's so weird. I don't know. I'm fine with the bigger boob one because it makes sense. Yep, it's more. Yeah, it's the same. So the animation for Cartethyia jiggle physics is the same as Siakona. Here, Siakona is bigger. I mean, obviously, but Cartethyia is not. But the same exact animation. They put the wrong one here. This is weird. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I can took my eyes off. No, not my eyes. I can took my mind from this revelation after I check the animation. I don't know. I'm sorry for this tangent. It's a bit a weird tangent to begin with. Yeah, I think that's the only thing. As you can see, first the banner. It's 11 days left, so yeah, it's around 9, maybe 10 day, depending of how you look at it. But yeah, that's basically what happened. And I remember what's that? Is that the main quest? Anyway, that's done, I guess. Oh, that's event. Oh, this is the bike event I haven't done. I haven't started yet. Why? I don't know. Maybe because the event took place in the academy, which maybe conflict with the. So yeah, as you can see here, the main quest, the main title for this patch is still the same as last one, which is to the star yet to shine. So the one that say the snow walk in snow thing is not really a title for story title. It's basically just the name of the patch, I guess. Same thing with the last one, which is the one who see the star. That's the patch title, but the story is still the same. To the star yet to shine. So that's why the name that I create for the thumbnail is this one, because this is the name of the main quest title or something. Meanwhile, the subtitle is The Star That Voyages Far. Oh, I'm saying. Well, let's say, read the webline. Oh, yeah, we need to read the webline first by Academia Affair to find the. See, yeah, I remember I reading this before. To find the exostrider and uncover the truth behind your frequency loss, you step into the falling snow and venture forward the silent, veil expel expand of the process. So I thought we're gonna talking about the whole reactor drive first, but instead, I think the web line we're gonna read will be talking about Exhaust Rider. We will see. Anyway, let's begin. Let's track. I forgot to do focus mode. Oh, this Milo probably daily quest. Star Wars Academic Affairs System. Oh, this is a bot. I mean. Course reminder, the Academic Affairs System will kindly remind you that the elective Royan culture historical metaphor in the Tire Meet will begin. What? What is this? This lecture, oh, a lecture, huh? This lecture will be delivered by. Ooh, I thought. See, President. So Lucilla is the president. Not the president. Uh, the principal? Is that how you said president? Why? I just realized. Are you president of what? The academy or uh, Space Trek Collective? I don't know. Please be mindful of the time and proceed to the lecture hall. Okay, so this is not talking about Exos Rider. Not yet. So technically, right after we're done, if someone play the game in the future, right after Act 2, they immediately start Act 3 and then... Yeah, how do people play when they... Oh, it does. It does? Question mark? So this lecture, we're gonna mention Exos Rider, rover thing. So I guess we're not gonna talking about the recovering of reactor drive. So yeah, I wonder. So technically, right? In the future, when people will play this game, just like I did when I skipped 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, which I don't think the only story that I did before Inasita was Black Shore. So I don't know if 1.2 and 1.3 have story. I thought maybe it's a combination. So I just did everything in one go. So how after we talk with Mornye, basically in the academy, we get this message. There's no saying use the today in the future until next scene come out, something like that, you know. Maybe not. Just like when we when we transition between Act 1 and Act 2, we need to time skip using our time thing. So maybe not with Act 3, just immediate after we got a message. They said the lecture gonna start it, and we goes to their lecture hall. Let's see if the thing change. Still the same. So I guess the whole thing about reactor drive will be for the future episode. Hopefully they continue with that. It's actually the first. Are we in class? If it is, this is the first time we actually in class after, well, a few days in the academy, I guess, depending on how long the whole event in Act 1 and Act 2. Maybe a week in total, could be less. How should I? Do I need to teleport to enter this building? Elevator, where the elevator? I don't remember. How do we go up there? I haven't explored, yeah, you maybe guessed by now, I haven't really explored the academy itself. So I don't know how to go to certain area. Why they didn't use the point below first, so I know how to go up? Excuse me? Do anyone know how to go up there? This building is above. Can we teleport above or something? Wait a second, I'm gonna move my recording into over here. Just, I cannot I can swap. Where is this? Maybe. I think yes. This is the highest location I can think of. Let's jump. Uh, are you still here, Napolika? Oh, yeah, you're permanently here. Napolika. What am I saying? Yes, in the same high as the thing. How do we even go there in the first place? Huh. Can we actually jump there? Let's me try. Yeah. No. What the? Excuse me? What's happened? Up. Let's click. I forgot. Let's we actually connect the controller again. See, the problem with the jiggle physics, since Froodle is technically hovering when she move, so it's no, it's walk. Let's actually see. Okay, if I using this, so she does walk. What? Did you see that? I mean, it is jiggling, but then again, Cartethyia jiggling a lot more than this. This is weird. Anyway, what I'm saying, so this is, I thought we're gonna jump down. Okay, interesting. I didn't think we have this invisible stuff. Very funny game, very funny. Anyway, let's transform back to Cartethyia. Yeah, we are in class finally. First time in class. So the class, let's check another classroom first. Oh, there are quests there. What's that? Name by name by name? Biarki. So that's probably a Royan. Maybe. Let's check another class. That one is invisible. Huh. Ooh. This is interesting choice for the chair. What kind of class is this? Discussion class. Let's check the other one before we actually enter the one we... Wait. I know this place. This is the faculty office. When we first enter... Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So we can go up using the elevator, I guess. Anyway, let's go to the class. Why am I waiting? This is almost half an hour. Hello everyone. I am new student here. Transfer student. Who is that? Is that Lucilla? It is. That Lucilla herself. We finally seen her. So who are you, Lucilla? Which president? The institute? The collective or the academy? What's belong? I don't know. What am I saying? Hello. Let's see her model.
次はロイ人の三期神話における第2期、つまりドライブ期についてよ。
Okay. Sacred reactor. What is that? Is that reactor drive story? An epoch.
表現では太陽の化身バルドルが外来の神フベズルングを封印し永遠の眠りに落ちた。さて、ニボラさん、続きを頼むわ。
So yeah, we confirm basically the whole Frostland mythology will be based on Norse mythology. Hey, that's probably 4-star character. Wait! See Grika also here. I didn't see. Let's see, if we see a Tasset mark, she will be playable. We see Tasset mark there. Look at it in her hip. This section is a card that used to use its great sword. Yep, the Alep one. Ooh, Strider Gear, what is that? So this is 4-star character, I think. Nymphora. I don't know if the one we find Dalifa, I think. Dalifa also has the same thing, Tasset mark. We know that people with Tasset mark will be playable because non-playable Resonator doesn't show the Tasset mark for some reason. Like these people, technically Resonator, right? This student, most of them. This is a school for Resonator to begin with. but none of them showing the question mark instead, except for the character we're gonna get. So we see Signora as well. I thought Signora is a lecturer. She's not. She's a student as well. I think in one of the video I watched, they said a lecture from Signora. Maybe Signora know. Of course, I think the lecture was about Royan, so I guess Signora makes sense to become a lecturer, even though she a student. I don't know. I guess maybe not a lecturer, more like presentation about Royan, something like that. Hopefully, I mean, why am I thinking about that? So yeah, we've seen our next patch character. I don't know about Lucilla because the report card only shown a Anyway, let's click. So this is the problem with. Oh, maybe review. We can do review. What's review? No, view term. Yes, we can actually click view term. This time, okay, this time I will not misclick since sometimes I misclick the term. Instead, using this controller, I'm able to check. Yes, this is better. Okay, so Strider Gate. What is this? An entry point. Ah, when the extra trader. So this is basically the way in from Raya Frostlam into Raya Lahai-Roi. The hole, basically using the sword, it punch a hole. I mean, push through the hole and then bam. Anyway, let's read. The entry point form when the Exos Rider and the Trenodian Aleph 1. That's interesting name for the Trenodian. Who named this? Aleph 1. That's very scientific name. Maybe the real name is not Aleph, probably something else. Enter Solaris. So yeah, this alien. So what is Exos Rider? Is it maybe a sentinel weapon? I don't know. Researcher in Lahai-Roi, why they believe it lead to outer space. What do you mean? Researcher in Lahai-Roi widely believe it lead to outer space. What it? The Strider Gate? So the Strider Gate is not the way in from Lahai-Roi. No, from Roya Prosla into Lahai-Roi, it's something else. What? The overlying solid skin root network has expelled Aleph 1 power beyond Strider Gate, forming a sealed gateway that currently prevents the Trenodian return. Oh, so the solid skin, but the location is kind of further away from the Sander Mere. I don't know. I guess. So what is that? Doesn't explain the Strider Gate. It's not the gate we. Maybe we're gonna see this in the future. Maybe when we enter, not enter. When we go to Raya Frozen, we're gonna see in the sky probably a hole, which is the Strider Gate. Probably we will see. Not to mention, the Frostland is actually an overworld map, which means, I guess, like I said before, we're gonna see the connection in between. Maybe Huanglong, which is the closer one currently. Huanglong. I mean not Huanglong, Xingzhou, with Roya Frostland. Probably in between those two locations is the Federation. I think the second half of Lahai-Roi story will take place in New Federation. I don't know. My guess. Let's continue. Ah, yeah, it is in the space. Basically, a quantum rift or something. Wait a minute. To reach Lahai-Roi, not to reach Roya Frostland. How thick the layer between Lahai-Roi and Roya Frostland? I actually have maybe it's deeper than I thought. Maybe we get the animation for that, the cutscene when we actually leave Lahai-Roi using the train thing.
一族の記録を読めばわかるように、エクソストライダーの力は一度つき、明晰に破れかけました。しかし、エクソストライダーのドライブから間一髪でまばゆい光が現れます。Focus on the thing, rover, focus. But at the time, for reason unknown, そしてエクソストライダーは剣を掲げ、明式を封印しました。That's you talking. こうして、The strength to restore and seal. めでたしめでたし。Hello, we meet again.
Yes. There's Sigrika up in front of.
こんにちは、お隣さん。同じラベル学部のエイメスよ。
So here, this is so unexpected. Suddenly she appeared. Why she didn't show herself before? Maybe she wasn't sure if we can see her or something, or maybe she wasn't sure if. Okay, this is something that I don't understand. Remember, in Act 2, she actually helping Morny, right? Which is fair, makes sense. But why didn't she help us in Act 1? Maybe she did, but at the time we didn't see it. And I think she is the one who said protect the sun thing, which I still didn't found where the dialogue took place. I should check the website. Just search using find page. Yes, I will do that next time. Let's mark it. Find protect the sun, which technically something that happened. I mean the thing that happened in Act 2. Or maybe she always watching me. We just didn't see her. Or maybe she, you know what I mean. That's why no, I don't think you know my name. So yes, but see, from 10 years ago, right? I heard the disappearance took place 10 years ago. Anyway, let's continue.
初めて見る顔ね。今から4つの学部の単位を全部取るのは大変よ。勉強漬けの毎日にようこそ。
This is interesting as well. That I don't really looking at the entire sheet, so I don't know. Maybe there are some sheet that fully empty, but then there are a book in front of the sheet, so someone should be there. I don't know. I didn't see the scene before this. I don't think we've seen the full classroom view anyway. Yeah, convenient that the seat somehow empty. I don't think that's important, to be honest. Anyways, yeah, I mean, first time seeing you in class. Well, after what happened a few times, I don't think I have time. Not to mention, this is the first time we actually got message to take a class. Yeah, the school really have a leeway for me. They didn't really talking or asking me to get into the. I don't even know the program. I don't even know where. This whole thing about, like I said, I don't really like the idea of school team because like this, like the whole class, I don't even know the curriculum. I don't know the schedule. I know nothing. The rover know nothing about anything academy related. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm moving on. At least I don't.
この前の今まで見つけられなかったが
Wait, you did? Since when you looking for Amiat? We've seen her once. And we don't know her name, I think. This is the first time we heard her name. Unless Mornye talking about her. I don't remember. I should check that. I should check that scene when we talk about Amiat, the girl in pink or something at the end of Act 2. Yes, I wrote that down because I don't remember. So the reason why Rover White started searching for Amiat because of the thing with Mornye, I believe, because Rover doesn't know the one who said search for this protect the sun is Amiat, I think, because we only heard the voice, and I don't think she is the same. I don't know. I should check the same voice as well. Is the voice? So I need to check first where the dialogue. Second, I need to check the dialogue itself. Who said that? The voice line. And I wanna check the voice in the radio as well. Is that also Amiat or someone else? Since I never heard, this is the first time I heard Amiat speak as Amiat, as in the character itself. Since if somehow she talk asked a question mark before. I don't know at the time who that was. So yeah. Anyway.
まだお礼を言ってなかったな、エイメス。
Oh yeah, about the one where we enter Lahai-Roi.
何のお礼？
The thing you did.
面識の巨岩のいる空間で俺を助けてくれた。
How do you know it's the eye of the maybe you should know, obviously it's the eye of Trillian.
そうだっけ？ごめんね、覚えてないかも。
Excuse me? Is this foreshadowing? Maybe. Just maybe. So we don't know that. So the thing that the tunnel between Honami City and Lahai-Roi at the time. Maybe we actually not in the same timeline. Like maybe it took place in the future. Probably if she doesn't know, or maybe she just doesn't know. Interesting. Is it
嘘を
important?
ついているようには見えない。でも
Is different her or something? I don't know.
適格者の漂白者さんね。
Don't tell me she also doesn't. It's not she is not the one who actually say
何笑ってるん
protect
だ
the sun as well, because I don't know. I'm gonna check that sir first. Are you actually the one who saved Morny, or that's different you? Now I'm confused.
いや、ただその姿にちょっと慣れなくて。
I'm just not used to seeing you like this. Are you saying are you saying you monitor me the whole time? Is that what you mean?
ほら、何か足りないような気がするの。
Yes, that's
制服
true.
を着てないからかな。
But why you said seeing you? That's very specific. You as in me. Not someone like you, but seeing you. That's word. Maybe translation error. I don't know.
この学園、手際が悪いよね。まだ用意できてないなんて。
I mean, they are really slow. Not to mention, Linai also doesn't have the outfit as well after 1 year. Unless that's her uniform, which is different than the rest. Nobody have the same uniform as Linai. So I assume it's not her uniform, academy uniform. The same with Chisa. Chisa just arrived, so I don't know. What about you, Chi? You don't use a uniform.
もう行かなきゃ。
Okay. What's wrong? Maybe I guess she is the same person who have Morny.
先生、ちょっと休憩してきます。
Oh, there are multiple empty. No, there are only one empty chair. The one doesn't even have a chair. This whole thing is weird. There's no soundtrack. There's
漂白者くん、授業は真面目に聞くのよ。終わったら私のところに来なさい。
what happened? It's very serene. The sound, the back sound.
あ
And we know that she invisible.
ニボラ
So
さん、黄昏
why
期
did
の永
the
遠の
door
冬から
open?
続けて。
And no one seemed to thinking the door open. Maybe it just the angle. Yes, the door is not open. I think she just pushed through the glass or something. Twilight, unending winter. Oh, what is this? I'm not listening to the lecture. Sigrika, you also have different outfit, by the way. Sigrika, where are your uniform? Why the non-NPC have different uniform? I don't know. That's something I don't understand. So I understand that for normal people, non-NPC, not non-school setting, that we have different uniform. If, for example, Yang is her name, and also I forgot her name. Basically, the group from Zingzhou, right? The what the name of the group? Patrol something. The main character, the playable character have different uniform, which is fine, even though they are uniform for the group, the patrol, the night patrol. I don't know, but for academy student especially, I think even and I think everyone should have the same uniform. I don't know, but then again, that doesn't make them start. See, this is why I said I don't understand why the setting school, even though they have different uniform. My favorite school team, Gacha, you know what that is, by the way. It's Blue Archive, because you can see the similar uniform for each different school. The character basically have uniform, which makes sense because they are school. Of course, they have similar uniform, but that's not the case. I guess this, I don't know. Not to mention, by the way, Ameat have the uniform during one of the video before. I mean, not the synchronous uniform, the school uniform. She has the same uniform of everyone else. But this character, maybe they are not really a uniform. But then again, people keep saying uniform this, uniform that, so they are uniform. That's something that school force, maybe not force. If you want to, you can. If you don't have to. Or just like me, all this playable character just happen to be new, so they don't have uniform yet. Just like, I don't know, maybe yeah, Sigrika uniform is not uniform at all. Not to mention we seen one of the Ryan. Not to mention, yeah, in class there we also seen another Ryan with the similar hair, orange hair, maybe yellow, I don't remember, which use have the uniform. But then again, why are you not wearing the uniform, Sigrika? And also same goes for you, Nifora. At least Nifora close to the uniform, the NPC uniform, but I don't understand this logic. Same thing with Lenai as well. Chisa, she's new, so just like me, same reason, I guess. But the other, I'm very picky when when the setting is school. I don't know. It's just something that because I play a lot of school team. Japanese love school team, by the way. School team, both anime and game. So, and in those games, they have uniform as well. Even though there are some variation, like in Persona 4, Kanji wearing something on, and Yukiko, for example, in Persona 4, Yukiko and Chie using a t-shirt underneath, not underneath, in the outside, but still, it's technically the same uniform. You know what I mean. Anyway, moving on. I like focusing on this, by the way. It's not important. Just deal with it. It is what it is, basically.
いいや。そうだ。さっきの人、授業中にずっと独り言をつぶやいてたね。
Keep talking. Yeah. Okay. In the of our story, this is basically for people who didn't watch the live stream and the drip market. They think, I mean, those people, the player, it's just that they assume, the game assume that they, which makes sense, that the game assume that the player who didn't watch the live stream or the drip market knew that Ameat is a ghost, a digital ghost, whatever that is. So yeah, because there are people who didn't watch anything outside the game, because makes sense. Don't expect everyone to watch everything outside of the game. That's why I make an extra video from now on, just to see if the outside content at least enhance my experience on the game or not. The soundtrack is good. I just realized that this whole time there's no soundtrack. What's going on? It's too silent.
漂白者くん、さっきは何かあったのでしょ?
Yes, Sensei. By the way, who are you? Who strike to the point? Yes, who is Ameat? Student that missing 10 years ago, right? At least from the live stream. Are we actually not
エ
having
イ
a
ネスとい
soundtrack
う
or?
女の子が急に教室を出て行ったと。
Oh, we explain more than what we said. Okay, yes. Arianai, you said, right? She's died. Or missing, I guess.
まさかこんな形で彼女の名前を耳にするなんて。
The way we talk with Lucilla here, I think off screen, Rover actually took some class. It just happened to be not. Yeah, it's the best possible solution, the best possible answer for my question. So this is not the first time we actually enter class. This is the first time we, as the player, seeing Rover enter class. I think. The soundtrack is feel weird without soundtrack. Come on, what happened to soundtrack?
君は幽霊に出くわしたのかもしれないわ。
Yes. So yeah, this is for the people who doesn't watch live stream and deep market for Amiat.
教室にいた子の中で彼女が見えていたのは君だけよ。
But why? Is Amiat important? You seem don't really care that much about that, Lucilla. Who
ル
is
シラ
he?
学園長は彼女について何を知ってるんだ？
Yes. What do you know?
ラベル学部で過ごしていればいずれ耳に入るでしょう。まあ十数年前の学生だけど。
So, is he one of the 17 urban legend? Maybe?
昔エイメス
See,
という
look
名
at
前の
that.
エ
That
クストライ
uniform.
ダーの敵学者
That's
が
what I
いた。
mean by uniform.
成績も人当たりも良かったから彼女を気に入っている教授も少
Why
なく
everyone
なかった。
doesn't wear this? Maybe we get school uniform for everyone after this Lahai-Roi patch down or no? Maybe I don't know. This is what I want, at least in school. I don't know. I feel. I don't know. I just. My hope. It's never will be a thing.
でも十数年前の操縦授業で突然姿を消してしまった。
By the way, this is the exact chair. I remember that book, the pink book. I saw that where I may sit. Why the seat? That's the specific seat have chair, but no one there. Who's supposed to be there? Are you saying for 10 years nobody chose that chair because people said that's for the missing girl, maybe haunted or something? I don't know. And this is the thing that I questioned before. The piloting drill. They don't have camera inside the piloting drill. That's really weird. I don't know. Maybe they should put a camera inside just to check in case some emergency happen inside, because maybe someone got heart attack inside. Who know? Just for security. I don't know. They're just
他の学生
nitpicking.
とコックピットシミュレーターに入ったのに開けると彼女の姿はなかったの。
If only you have camera inside. You have that Lucilla, which look exactly the same 10 years ago. Again, that's a logic, which is fine. It's always funny seeing different timeline, but everyone look the same.
興味があるよね。彼女を探すつもりか
This
し
is
ら。
very weird for the start of the quest, by the way. For one, no voice, no soundtrack. Second, this feel forced. I don't know. This feel unnatural. This whole conversation. I don't know why. I just find it's unnatural. Maybe because I'm talking about uniform. If I didn't do that, maybe it feel more natural. I don't know. But I really don't. So I can really change that impression. Yeah, she shaped me once for some reason. So why nobody?
助けてもらったね。これでまた謎が増えたわ。
Are you saying you seen a rumor about that as well in the past 10 years? That a girl, a pink hair girl saving people randomly? interesting. So this,
何年も
this
行方不明になり亡くなったと思われた人がどういうわけか学園にいた。果たして君の妄想なのか、それとも裏があるのか。
are you just curious now
結
because
論
of
がとて
me
も気に
seeing
なるわ
her,
ね。
or you has been curious for the past 10 years? Because your response doesn't seem like you very enthusiastic or curious about this whole thing. I don't know. It's feel weird. Anyway, yes, my point is, when she disappeared, is that it? The school didn't do anything searching for the family, or I don't know. I need to know. I think they did. Hopefully they did, because if they just, oh, it's missing. Okay, done. Everyone, she's missing. Yeah, she's missing. Let's go doing something else. I don't think that's what happened. It's been 10 years, so probably it is new about the missing in the something newspaper. Anyway, let's moving on. What am I thinking? Yeah, the
エイネ
reason.
スはシンクロリンク訓練場で失踪したわ。当時彼女が乗っていたシミュレーターはそこにある。
See, this is weird. I don't know. This I don't understand this. This whole conversation feel forced, if you know what I mean. Like, I know it's like basically to the point, but this is not how to the point in my opinion. I don't know. There's something weird. Maybe not to mention the back sound so small I cannot hear it very clearly. I think they are back sound, but just it's so soft. It's almost unheard.
興味があるなら行ってみなさい。彼女を探すために学園も随分と骨を折ったものよ。
Well, this one makes sense. See, this
収
one makes
穫は
sense.
なかったけれど。
To few dialogue before, I feel like it was forced upon me to do the thing immediately, as if it was.
今まで通りサプライズをもたらしてくれることを期待しているわ。
Why are you expecting this from me? Do you know who I am? I'm nobody. Maybe because you know that I'm from Black Shore. Is that the reason why you're curious? I don't. The impression of this start is not really that great. Hopefully, it's better. Maybe because the back sound. Maybe
太
let's.
陽の精霊がなぜこんなところに。
What the? Convenient. Yeah, basically we follow that. Before we do that, this chair. See, this chair over here. Oh, the leg. The chair over here. Which means there's no student here, so there's nothing. Meanwhile, where did I sit? Over here. Yeah, see, that's the book. This is the one. Why the book here? Not to mention, which means someone's supposed to sit here. But then again, it's empty. Weird. I don't know. Why there empty chair without student? Nobody asked that. Just me. This one makes sense, which means there are no student here because it's empty. But this one, not to mention a book. Why I'm focusing on non-important stuff? I mean, it's important. She sit here for some reason, and nobody questioned this empty chair for a while. Maybe. Anyway, what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the impression of the quest. The soundtrack, I feel like I need to up the volume maybe, because I cannot, for the life of me, heard the back. It's not that low. Why I didn't hear the music? Let's increase. Yeah, maybe 60. I hope it's not too loud. I want to hear my own voice. Yeah, let's see if my voice is very clear, because the recording voice and the thing that I heard during the recording and the actual video is actually louder. So when I said there are no soundtrack, that's from my perspective, by the way, not from the video because I think in the video will have a higher volume for the music. So yeah, that's the first impression. I'm not really doing much this episode because there's so many things I question, especially uniform. Really picky about uniform. Again, I keep saying this in a school team setting. So yeah, I still don't understand why everyone. At least I know I see different uniform here as well, but then again, that what happening here? The chair. I just realized that. Why the chair a bit is not falling off? Anyway, I'm saying no, I miss my thought. So yeah, I've seen different people here that have different uniform, which makes sense. I think they're from different department. So this lecture took basically not so unlike the way the traditional school, at least for me, it's more like university, in which that you attend lecture depending on your own choice, basically at the start of the semester, which means there will be multiple departments that have general course will be in the same room, even though they have different uniform. I mean, college doesn't really have uniform, but this one has, I guess. So, but the thing is, someone like Sigrika, Nivera, the one we saw, and Linai, I guess, is unique in a sense that no other student have the same uniform as them, which is why I find that a bit weird. Not to mention in the back there, in the flashback, Ameat wearing an actual school uniform. Yeah, that's why I like you, Ameat, even though I don't know you yet. And I'm gave a pass to Chisa since she also just like me, transfer student. Maybe we get uniform as well, free for Chisa because stuff. So how long did Chisa in Lahai-Roi before she trapped in Honami? I wonder. That's actually a question. Maybe if we meet Chisa, we're gonna do that. But then again, I don't know what happened to Chisa. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna follow Solid Skin, which I think let's actually leave this area, just in case. If we, for example, move away, I think that Solid Skin will permanently there, so we're gonna continue there. So the mark is there, Solid Skin. So the Solid Skin is optional. You can just directly go there, I think. We're gonna see Ameat again over there, maybe. Because I remember in the last Ameat and Solid Skin not mentioned, I think Ameat was the one who messaged us in one of the event, and one of the pictures showing Solid Skin. I don't know if that Ameat in the past or in the future because of what she said, which I assume the beginning thing when we first see her is actually in the future. I don't know if you're gonna see that in Act 3, maybe in Segue, probably Act 3, because they usually finish a banner story like in one go, unlike maybe similar to Morny, which we still know much about Morny. I want to know more about her, especially when she with us in the past, but I don't know, maybe in the future, hopefully. Again, I keep saying hopefully because I don't know if they're gonna end continuing that story. I don't know. Maybe in different form, like free quests or exploration quests, the stuff that I haven't done. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this part. Ignore what I said about uniform, it's just my own thing. I hopefully not gonna mention this uniform again. Yes, the playable character will have unique uniform, a unique outfit. That's something that I have to keep in mind moving forward. I usually don't really care about those stuff, but because the setting is academy, is a school setting, I don't know. I play a lot of school setting game and watch a lot of anime as well that has school setting. Even though those people have unique things that make them different from the other students, they still wearing the same uniform underneath. You know what I mean? If you know. Anyway, that's all. Ignore the school uniform stuff. and we're gonna actually start the quest next part. This is just introduction. I don't really feel this strong connection yet with the introduction for Act 3. Hopefully change the whole classroom. The point of this classroom just so that mention Amiat and then meeting her and Lucilla. I guess this is the only time we're gonna see Lucilla. I don't know. Maybe Sigrika, the only time we see Sigrika. Hopefully not. But yes. Not to mention, I don't know. I still doesn't know. Is President Lucilla from the academy or from institute or from space track? I mean, institute and space track the same thing, I guess. And she's here. Where is she? If she academy, by the way, academy president, why she did nothing in Act 1? If she a president in the institute, makes sense. She probably there, just like Mornye. So my question will be, Luke, why Luke do nothing? Anyway, that's all. I still have a grip with Act 1, the whole thing with Void Worm, because of the whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's all for this patch, for this video. I mean, until next time, bye.